Hey y'all, this is Joe out here at the cabin out at St. Bernard Acres. Today I'm going to be putting up the gate, hanging the gate. If you remember the last time I was out here, I did these posts and I dug these holes 3 feet deep and put 60 pounds of sackcrete in each one. Um, and I had people telling me, commenting that, it wasn't going to do any good that way. Well, I knew we had 2 days, when I left, there were 2 days of pouring rain coming. And I'll let you know, these things are solid as a rock. They are not moving. So I don't have a problem with having filled the hole with sackcrete, dry, and setting the post, letting the rain take care of it. Uh, that concrete's as hard as it can be, all the way down. I am going to be putting another post about 4 feet away and then running 2x4 across the outsides of these as extra support. I think that they're called H braces in fencing. I'm not a fencer, but this gate, it's a 12-foot gate. It only weighs 50 pounds, 52 pounds. So it's not going to be a tremendous amount of weight, and I'm not real worried about it because it won't be like daily being swung open and closed. It's just, it's here to keep the joyriders from bringing their four-wheelers up and riding through the property, and the curious who come up here and drive around to see what I got. A thief is not going to stop. A thief will figure out a way around it. But today is just to get it hung. And I'll tell you something funny. I went by Rural King, and I was going to buy 2 6-foot sections because I've got 12 feet between here. And I was going to buy 2 6-foot sections and swing them open, like so. They were $69 a piece. So I bought 2 of them, went out there, gave the guy the ticket. We went to get them. They had no 6-footers. So I'm thinking, well, if I did an 8-footer and a 4-footer, But then I looked at these 12-foot pieces. They were only $84 for a single 12-foot piece versus $69 for a 6-foot piece. And I'm like, the heck with that. I'll take one for $84. Give me my $150 back from the 6-footers, and I'll just buy a 12-footer and swing it out here. So check things like that. I thought it would be easier to do 2 6-footers, but it's going to be a lot easier to do 1 12-footer, I believe. But I'm going to get busy now. I'll be back later. So the first thing I'm going to need to do is clear out a way in there to get back in there and dig the post hole. So I don't know what all I got to deal with, but a lot of vines and a lot of stickers. got my brush hog blade on it. Alright. When I get in there at least. Fortunately, this doesn't have to be exact. Alright. That's the hole I needed. Now, I'll fill it up with sackcrete, and I don't think I'll put my H-brace on today. I'll wait till that sackcrete has time to harden. And it's supposed to rain next weekend. I mean, I can go ahead and hang the gate on this, but it's supposed to rain next weekend, and that'll cure that sackcrete. So I think that's the way we'll go with it. But yeah, got it right where I needed it. Perfect. I have an auger on my wish list on Amazon, in case anybody's interested. But you know what? I did 2 of these one weekend. I did 1 today. I'm not doing that many. The fencing I'm going to run behind the cabin over that way is going to be with T-posts and just farm fencing. So I'm not going to need an auger for that. At some point I will. So we'll see. Alright, now I had to move my truck to the other side because it's going to swing in this way, and it's too muddy and wet right now to try to drive through there and turn my truck around. So I'll just already have it back out of the way. I'm going to hang the gate now. I've never done one of these, so this is a learning experience. These set in here like so. These will screw all the way through as far as I can get it. And then the bottom one will set over like that. The top one I'll put in place. I'll lower this, put the gate up, bring this up to where it goes in there. That way this gate can't be lifted off of this side. So I'm going to put the bottom one in first and then figure out where I'm going to do the top. This is probably an easier job if 2 people was doing it, but I'm the only one here. So I will do it. Alright, now I have to measure. If that rests on that, I'm going to need this to be alright. That's as good as one person can do. Or at least one person, me. Um, Friday we're coming back up here. This, by the way, is Monday, December 23rd. I'm taking a couple weeks off from work. And we've had relatively nice weather. So it gave me a chance to come up here and take care of this. Because we've had people joyriding on the property and riding around to see what we got. And fortunately, I don't leave anything out here anymore that they can take. So they just have to be happy with riding around. They can't steal anything. But Friday we'll be back out here and start putting the farm fencing along the back side of the cabin there. I got to clean all that out and start setting my T-post. But I've got, if you guys remember when my fence blew down in Wheeling, I had to put up some temporary fencing for Maggie, and I got the 5-foot farm fencing and T-post. So I've got 50 feet of that. And I'm going to come out Friday and use that since we had to put Maggie down. I took it down at home. And I'll run at least 50 feet across there. That'll keep anybody from being able to drive onto the property now, because they definitely can't get through there. And this is the only access point to St. Bernard Acres. So that's finished. Now, I will say this. I like it. I don't care what anybody else says. I like it. Once that post sets, I'll do the H-brace there. And you saw me take that top one down, tighten that hinge in a little bit further. And what I've got to do when I come back out and get some help, I'm going to take this off and back that hinge out a little bit. That will get me more level on the side over here. But it's too hard for one person to do, being 12 feet long. It's good enough for right now, and as long as it's not rubbing over there or pulling any, heavy weight down, I'll be happy. I'm not too worried about it being all perfectly square and level. I just don't want people driving up here anymore. But there's my gate. I'm happy now. I do want one more thing. This is, like I said, this is Monday, the 23rd of December. And I want to make sure I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, because I'm not going to post anything else before Christmas. And I might get to post something from being out here Friday while we're working. I don't know if I will or not. If I don't, then Happy New Year. But hopefully I'll get on here and I'll be able to do something. But I do want to make sure I wish everybody a Merry Christmas. And I appreciate all the support I've gotten through this year. It means so much to me. And I slacked off, I did that video about burnout. I slacked off doing a lot of stuff, trying to adjust to everything and just figure out where my head was. But now we're back in it. We're going to have some fun. My hobby's coming back again. I think one person made a comment that said it. My hobby had turned into a job and it wasn't fun anymore. So I'm back to doing my hobby now. This is not a job anymore. But again, I want to make sure it's a Merry Christmas. I don't need to hear, listen, I put this up by myself the way I figured out how to do it. There are probably different ways of doing it, better ways of doing it, easier ways of doing it. I don't know. I needed a gate. I put up a gate. It's too late to tell me the easy way to do it now. So don't start hating on me because I did this the wrong way or something. I have a gate that locks, that will swing open, and I can drive in. I didn't need anything else. I didn't need pretty. I didn't need any of that kind of stuff. But it is kind of pretty. I like it. But yeah, like I said, I'm out of here. We'll be out here Friday. I'll shoot some more video for you. Again, Merry Christmas. I'm out.